So basically, today I am going to tell you something about the design of controller and what exactly and some of the basic concept of a system when a controller is connected with a converter. So I will start with buck converter, obviously the easiest converter, and you people have to design the same thing for the boost one. So obviously you are not going to copy this thing because your objective will be little different because you have to control current and somewhere you have to control voltage. So accordingly you have to model the system. So if you try to get a system, how a system look like? System means system converter is not a system. Converter is basically a part of system. So how the system look like? If you take a converter, then this is, let's say, a converter. So from a converter, what we generally try to get? We try to get a voltage, output voltage, let's say. Let's say we want to output voltage from a converter. That is what our main objective of the controller. Then what we give input to the controller, someone can respond. If we want a voltage from a controller, output voltage, what we generally provide the input to the converter. This is a black box where we want output voltage. Input voltage. But if you provide input voltage, that is not enough. What we generally put as the control parameter, what we basically control to control the output voltage.
Duty cycle.
The current
Inductor
No,
of the
current.
no. What we
Duty
control,
cycle.
what the parameter? Yes, duty cycle is in our hand. We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
control the duty cycle. The current of the inductor and the output voltage of the capacitor is not is in our hand. What are in our hand? The input side voltage that we can provide Vin and the duty. Other than these two, nothing is basically in our hand to control. So in this part, we will provide duty. Fine. So duty will come from the controller. Correct? What we provide controller. What is the input of controller? This thing is little difficult to tell in this stage, but I will draw this thing and then you people try to
Some
understand.
sensing, some sensing parameter from the circuit.
Yes. Using the sensing parameter of the circuit, what we are going to control? The output voltage. So you will sense output voltage. Okay. And then this out. Okay. Okay. We were in that particular thing where we were subtracting the sensed voltage from the desired voltage. So someone was asking some question that time, what I can remember. So again, I will start from little back. So what we have done till now, we have considered a converter. So from in that converter, what we are putting? We are putting a duty cycle. So if we put a duty cycle, this converter will provide a output voltage. That's all. So what I am doing that time, I am sensing that output voltage and I am taking that output voltage to the controller. How we are taking that output voltage to the controller? We are basically subtracting our desired voltage. Sorry, we are subtracting our sense voltage from the desired voltage. Let's say our output voltage sometimes is basically 20 volts, but our desired one we are thinking to have 30 volts. One has unmuted for her. Mriganko. Mriganko,
Yes, yes. Yeah, I am meeting.
okay. So now what we have here, the desired voltage is 30 volts. So what will be the difference now? Is 10 volts. So if a difference is there, the controller will act and a certain difference in duty will be provided. So if you put 10 volt to the controller, it will provide a certain, let's say, D dash, or I should not say D dash, D perturbation. A certain perturbation will be added with the D what the controller was providing previously. Understood what I told now? Controller was providing D, and with that D we are getting output voltage. But that output voltage is not equal to our desired voltage. So controller has increased somewhat perturbation in the D, and this perturbation amount is added with the previous one. So some voltage will add here. How much? Let's say 22 volt. Then again some 8 volt will come here. It's not it. So if 8 volt we are getting at this particular section, sorry, if we are getting 8 volt, then again some perturbation will come here, and previously D plus D perturbation become the previous one. So in that way, step by step, with small change, we'll reach the desired output voltage, which is 30 volt. Understood? Any question till now? Please ask. Okay, no one in the mood to ask any question. Okay, let's move to famous converter called buck converter. Yes. Any question? Okay. Someone unmuted, again muted. Okay.
Sir, instead of buck, can you actually take example for boost? Because buck converter is quite easy to.
Okay. Okay, fine, no problem. So let's say
Suman, is it okay to take boost converter?
Okay, they have to do both the
अरे ले लो sir, ले लो कुछ
That's
नहीं
what.
होगा।
no. I should
So
not do like
No, I
take
think
buck
better
buck
boost.
converter.
something else. Buck boost can I take?
Buck boost, yeah. Buck boost is not asked.
Sir, buck boost is also simple, sir.
No.
Actually, it's similar
Much
for
more
buck boost
difficult than
also.
boost. No, the equation what you will get in buck boost will be much more difficult than boost one.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
It's basically also a current driven converter like boost. Similar kind, but obviously equations will be totally different. So let's take a buck boost converter. Why I am drawing the inductor first? Because this inductor is going to play all the activities for buck boost. Very important component on the converter. And then according to the direction of current, we will put the diode here. So this is your converter. So till now we have one storage component which is inductor, and other than inductor we have one input side source, DC source, VDC. I am very sorry for this kind of handwriting, but you have to bear with that. There is no other option. So this is the output side capacitor. So other than that, what is there at output side? A resistor is there. Okay. So in this buck boost converter, let's assume this inductor is L, And not only L, I want to put something else with it. I want to put a resistance with it. This is a resistance. Sorry, very bad. And this is an inductor. Connected in series, this is RL. Okay. So this is output capacitor, which is C0. Output voltage is V0. Input voltage is V in. And other than that, what are there? Anything we left? No. The current coming to C0 is IC0, and current coming to inductor is basically IL. So in the steady state operation, tell me, in the steady state operation, how many switching state we will observe? Not only steady state, transient also. How many switching state we will observe in this converter? You people have to contribute in this part. I am not going to do everything. Please communicate.
Switching stage matlab sir?
Switching state means this is a switch. So in this switch, what we are going to provide are duty. Correct? This is switch S. So there will be two switching state. One switching state is at S equals to 0. Second switching state is S equal to 1. Okay. So in these two switching state, you tell me when S equal to 0, how this diagram will look like. S equal to 0 means this switch is open. How the diagram will look like? This input side will be totally absent that time because
First loop will be out of the circuit.
exactly. So there will be a resistance, inductor, then a diode, then a capacitor, and the resistor if you want. Done. This is for what? S equal to 0. And S equals to 1, what will happen? Someone please tell. S equals to 1 when the switch is on. What will happen?
Source will provide load current as well as inductor current.
Provide the load. No. Source cannot provide load current directly through this diode. Diode is
Oh,
at
sorry,
the-
sir.
It will only charge the inductor.
Yeah, it will only charge the inductor. Yeah, sorry.
it will only charge the inductor. So in the boost converters, thing will be different. So what the steps I am doing, you just follow. First thing is that try to get the state. The second thing is that according to the state, draw the diagram so that your equation will be correct. Other than that, there are a lot of chance to do the mistake. You tell me that what is the inductor current now? When S equal to 0, how we will write the equation of the inductor current? How we can write the basic equation of the
My-
inductor? Okay, I will write the first one. Wait. So in the basic equation of the inductor current will be L DIL by dt equals to for x equals to 0. We are writing for s equal to 0. Tell.
It will be minus VO, V output.
Will be
So,
minus 0? No. Actually, what I have not given here is that the polarity assumption of the inductor voltage. When the inductor current is from top to bottom, which side will be positive? This top one,
upper side.
bottom
sir.
one will be negative. Correct. This will be the same. Correct. This VL is equals to L di by dt.
DT. And the output voltage is as for the capacitor, right?
Yes. To continue. sorry, output
Output voltage will be as the capacitor mentioned,
as the
plus on the
capacitor,
bottom.
right? Plus on the bottom, this will be negative, correct? This is V out. Now you tell me, what will be the equation here? IL from top to bottom. So this in voltage drop across this resistance will be what? This is plus and this one minus.
Minus. Yes, sir.
So it will be IL into RL.
RL.
No, it will be minus IL into RL. And then tell
And minus VO.
Minus VO.
Minus VO, sir. Yeah.
now you come for the second one, which is S equals to 1. How to do that? L di by dt will be what?
V in minus IL RL.
Yes, this is green. Obviously, this is positive, this is negative. Current direction is not going to change here. So this one positive and this one negative. Now tell V in minus ILRL. Correct. Now I will work for this capacitor. How many states we have here? State means the storing elements. How many? Someone can tell me? How many storing elements are here? Which element?
Sir. Inductor and capacitor.
Inductor and capacitor. So there are two storing elements. So state will be 2 in this case. So one state I have written the equation. This is the equation of the inductor current. This is defining one state. The second state will be the voltage of the capacitor. Now tell me, what is the equation of the voltage of the output capacitor?
C dV by dt equal to R.
Is V out by dt is equals to what?
It will be input current. So it will be IL minus IO.
IL. IO is this side only.
Yeah.
This is IL. Then
What are we taking the direction of?
this is the direction of IC.
It will be IL minus I. Sorry.
IO. Yes. This is
Yeah.
IL minus IO. Now tell me for switch on time. What is CdVdt?
It will be minus load current minus IO.
Right.
Yeah, minus IO.
Right. So these are the state equations we found. Okay. Now you tell me one thing. What will happen at the steady state? You mean some other person, please, who is not joining with us, please try to join.
At steady
Tell me
state,
what
the
will
voltage across
happen.
the inductor is 0.
Voltage across the inductor will be 0. What is the voltage across the inductor? Is L di dt, correct?
L dI by dt.
Yes, that
Yes.
will be 0. And what will be the, and another thing is that the current across the in capacitor will be what? 0.
The capacitor is 0.
0. So in steady state, basically, this charge balance and flux balance will demand this particular two things will 0. This L di dt and C dV dt. So, okay. So till now, where we were at S equals to 0, we have this state equation for inductor and the voltage capacitor state equation, both we have. Now what we want to have is that, so what we basically we are going to do when we will try to control a particular output voltage or input current or anything, what we have to do, we have to change the duty. So what I have done here, we have went through these equations. I mean, we have changed a duty little bit of a switch. If we change a duty very small value, what will happen? Other parameters will also change. What are the other parameters? The other parameters are the inductor current, the other parameters are the output capacitor voltage, and other than that, no, other than that, there are nothing that is going to change. So if you change the duty very small value, the inductor current and output capacitor voltage will change. So this is the equation that I have written after changing the duty cycle for a very small value. So what I have written here, I have written L. We have a small change is happened, which is IL perturbation. This is called perturbation this time. So a small inductor current value has changed due to the change of duty cycle. What happened other than that? A small change in the output capacitor voltage has changed. So all those things we are assuming at the positive side. We will see if my assumption is correct or not. So accordingly, these equations I have written again. So I have changed the output capacitor voltage for small value, which is V0 perturbation, and same thing I have written here for the inductor. Understood what exactly I have written in this two equations? For the change of small duty, the output capacitor voltage and the the inductor current has changed for a small value. Now for the case of when the switch is on, the same thing is happening here. If you have any question or doubt anything, please continue. No? Okay. Now here what we have done till now in these equations, in these two equations we have written the equation for the switching state. Now if you want to have the averaging of a full switching state, like what exactly I am telling is that here the switching at the time what we have taken here when the switch is off, but the time we have taken here for the switch is on. But when we have to take the full switching period, then I have to do the averaging of these two. Then what will be the equation in that time? How we will add them? L, sorry, di dt will be equal to what? No, not 0. This thing.
Okay, the
Into
DC components.
1 minus d. Yes. And here only I have considered one thing again, is CCM is working at CCM. So that's why I have not considered that 0 state here. 1 minus d I have considered at when the switch is off. Now when the switch is on, what will be the equation? This part is V in minus ILRA into D. Now if I want to write the capacitor, sorry. The equation will be V0 by dt is equals to IL minus I0 into 1 minus d plus minus I0 into d. Have you understood what I have written here? Anyone please continue. If you have any doubt or any question, please or we will ask in the Viva time. No, fine. So what we have now is minus IL RL minus V0, this thing, plus V. So let that D all those things apart from me. Okay, put it here. IL RL minus, sorry, if you have any doubt, please ask. Minus RL minus IL into T. Or, and also if I am doing any mistake, please tell me in the calculation. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So this part will cancel out, and here you can see these two part will cancel out. Right? Now the equation will be IL RL minus V0 and then V into D. Any other component?
Plus VOD.
VOD. And here IL minus I0 minus IL into D. Is it fine? These are the equations only, correct? Now what I will do, I will do the same thing what I have done here. What I have done here, I have changed the duty cycle for a small value, and accordingly all the state parameters are inductor current and capacitor voltage has changed a small amount. The same thing I will do here. Now tell me what will happen if I write L IL plus IL perturbation divided by dt. The equation will be IL plus IL perturbation into RL minus V0 plus V0 perturbation, and then plus V into D plus D perturbation, and then plus V0 plus V0 perturbation, and then d plus d perturbation. Then for this equation, what will happen? The same thing, plus V0 perturbation by dt is equals to minus of y to minus IL plus IL perturbation minus what? How we will write the I0 here? We will write the I0 with respect to the output voltage. Understood?
Yes, sir. It will be plus V naught contribution.
Oh, correct. Then. And the next part, 1 minus d will be written as 1 minus d minus d perturbation plus minus of I0 will again be written as perturbation that into d. Is it fine? Oh, am I done something wrong?
For C dV by dt, why you have not taken IL minus IO minus IL into D?
That thing I should have.
Perturbations had been included in.
Yeah. So better I forgot to tell. I mean, I should have taken that one only, and no one has told me. Okay, fine, no problem. Sorry for the delay. IL plus perturbation. D perturbation. Now the main difficult situation will start. Is the multiplication. Can you do the multiplication? Tell me what the line I should write here. Any volunteer? Please do this. I don't want any perturbation component. Without perturbation component only, you will tell me now. Tell.
You don't want double perturbation component in it.
No perturbation.
Yeah.
Without perturbation. There are some components you will get without perturbation. Tell me those things first. Then
IL
here
minus IL minus IL
minus IL into RL. Then
into RL plus 1 minus d V naught.
this thing you can get, no? V0.
V0 and here is also d plus d perturbation into V naught plus V no?
That thing also you will get here. Is it correct? What I have written?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So these are all without perturbation components. Can you see this line written here? This
Yeah.
line written here. Can
Yes,
you
sir.
see? These two are same. Okay. So at steady state condition, this thing will be 0. Is not it? At steady state condition. Because that time L di dt will be 0. Okay. I think no one understood.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, understood.
Yes, sir.
you understood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now I have to change the line here. So now you people are only my option to write the next equations here. So now I want a single perturbation. Tell me what to do. What to write? Single perturbation only. Tell me. Double perturbation will be ignored. Tell me only single perturbation. Anyone?
Shift your screen.
Hmm?
We are not able to
And
see.
you people are not writing with me? Okay, no problem. I thought you were right. Okay, noted.
Minus IL cap into RL.
IL cap into RL. Then
Minus V naught cap.
minus V naught cap. First
Plus V in into D cap.
V in into D cap and
V naught into D cap.
plus
Yeah, plus
all
V naught into D cap.
D cap and
Plus V naught cap into D.
then
Now one double perturbation term.
no, we don't want double perturbation. Why we are ignoring double perturbation? We are assuming that very small change happened, and due to that small change, all the changes are very small. This is the assumption. So when two small changes are multiplying with each other, then the product will be much more smaller than the other parameter. So that's why we are ignoring that part. Now you tell me for this section. First, I want without perturbation. So in that case, obviously I will get IL minus V0 by R and minus IL D. Now what are the perturbation components? Plus IL minus V0 by R, V0 perturbation by R, and minus IL D perturbation and plus IL perturbation into D. Now you can see from the left hand side that left hand side can be divided in two parts. First is L.
Man,
Yeah.
it will be minus.
So-
Minus I.
Oh, yes. It will be one.
सर ILD के साथ माइनस V0 by R into D भी होगा.
कौन सा सेक्शन?
ILD के साथ माइनस V0 by V0 by R into D plus in this third term.
माइनस V0 by R into D. Here no, यहाँ पे कोई D तो नहीं है.
Okay, sorry, yeah, sorry.
No, that is fine. If you have tried. So this is the equation. We are basically getting this equation from all those things. So if you are going to solve this equation, then also you will get, I think. Okay. So if you take the left hand side, you can see there are two parts. First part is the steady state component, which is IL, not exactly steady state, I should say the previous value of inductor current, which is IL, and the next part is the only perturbation component. So if we divide this part, what we will get? We will get L dIL by dt plus L dIL perturbation by dt. So if I get dL dIL by dt, then we can see in the left side this without perturbation section is exactly equal to this one, which is basically L di L dt. So that will cancel out. Here L dIL dt can be cancelled out with this component. This component can be written as L dIL dt. Then we will cancel out each other. Understood? So only perturbation section will remain in this equation. Okay. Let's write the only perturbation section. Anyone not understood, please speak up.
Sir, the last part, could you please repeat?
Yeah, in last part you can see this underlined section is basically LDILDT. Here, LDILDT. Understood? So if I replace this particular section LDILDT, then only this perturbation section will only view.
Okay, got.
That is basically I am writing. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now what will we see dV0 perturbation by dt? The same thing will happen for this one also. Correct?
Sir, IL should also have gap in first equation.
So, yes. Now you can see that for the capacitor equation also this part will cancel out. So what we have now is IL perturbation minus T0 perturbation by R, and then IL D perturbation minus IL perturbation D. Till now all are in the same page. If someone is not understanding anything, please ask. Okay. I will assume all of people are understanding. At least the equations you are understanding. Okay. So now I will like to write the whole system as matrix. So in that matrix, what are they? This matrix will be written as D. Sorry, I will write this thing here. DDT. You can see two states are written in left side, and then so all this matrix will be written with respect to two variables, which is IL perturbation and V0 perturbation. Please tell me what are the 2 cross 2 matrix that I should write in this box, and then it will be multiplied with IL perturbation and V0. Tell me. Tell me, you people are very good in mathematics.
Minus RL.
Minus
RL by L. Minus RL by L.
By L, yes.
Minus 1 by L.
Minus 1 by L.
1 by C. Minus this part
And
also
you are
is
seeing this. Okay. Okay, just tell me. Minus
1. That will be 1 by C only.
1 C, and this was
Minus 1 by RC.
RL C. Yes.
Not RL, sir. Only capital R.
Oh, okay. So this part I have written. And what is the variable now? Is the D. Now you tell me. I will write this D here. D perturbation. D here. Now tell me that why you have not told this section with D. You should have told this section with D. This is here we have V0. Again, we have V0 here. So why you are not telling them 1 minus d by L? Huh? Anyone? Have you any?
These are system parameters, right? What we have written in the first matrix, these are just system parameters. And
so this
in
D
the
is
second
also
part,
in the no. D is also there in the system. You can't ignore D.
Actually, this is the matrix A will be always constant when you are not changing its value, and this is the variable part which you are about to write. Will change.
Yes, correct. Then we should not put here D. That's why.
Yes.
Now you tell me what should be the equation then in next part. Other parameters are also there. This thing is done.
D cap is there, sir.
D cap is there. Then
D cap and D.
V0 cap is there. This part should be added or not? This is my question. You have not added. Why you are not adding? You see here, this D is basically the previous D, which is basically was previously at steady state condition, and after that we have changed a small amount of D perturbation, which is basically this perturbed D. So these two are different. When you are working with V0, you should include D in the main matrix. This part is not coming later. Whatever the parts we have with V0 has to be there in the matrix. It's not it. If you understand from the mathematics point of view, this D, this is not perturbed D. Is there with V0.
So the D will also be treated as a constant in the given part.
Here D is not going to change. It is basically will be taken as constant.
Okay.
Then which parameters we have considered here? This one is done. This one is done.
1 by C, there will also be minus D in the 1 by C term.
This characteristics matrix now included with D. That's why I asked all those things. That's why the buck converter, the control of the buck converter and control of the boost or buck boost converter are different. If you do this particular analysis for the buck converter, you will not find any D in the characteristics matrix. So basically, this system, this converter pole and zero will shift if you change D. So this is the main objective. That's why I asked this many times that why we. So V0 in D perturbation. It's fine. Any other thing?
Plus V in.
Minus IL.
Sir, on above there must be a
By L.
plus
Okay.
V.
In also. V not plus V.
V out plus
I'm
V
not-
in, sir. In the first part, V out plus V in.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. So V in plus V out it is coming. Okay. Now it is fine. This is minus IL by C, correct? Okay. Any other thing that I am giving? No. Till now, people are understood. I just have written the equations in matrix form.
Yes, sir.
So this is the matrix which will define your transfer function of the converter. So in that matrix, there are two parameters or the state which we can control with deperturbation. So what are those parameters? One parameter is IL and other is V0. So any of them can be controlled. Correct. So how we will control them? How we will know that how to get this? So this equation what I have written here is basically in time domain. Now if I take this thing to S domain or the frequency domain, then it will look like this. How it will look? You tell me. ddt, if I change it to S domain,
S.
yes, only S, IL perturbation,
S
or here also S, V0 perturbation is equal to what? The same thing. Is here any changing due to the S domain consideration?
No, so only the transfer function will appear here for the perturbation.
Anything is not going to change?
So here we are assuming the initial inductor current and the capacitor voltage is 0.
No, here we are not assuming that. Here we are
So
not.
Then, so how can we replace d by dt to just by S?
Oh, initial. Okay.
Yeah, the initial inductor current.
Understood. So here what I have written here, perturbation. Initially the perturbation.
Okay, yeah. So it's 0. Yeah. At steady state, then after we have. Okay. Understood.
So the same writing I will write here the same. Now how I will get? I have to solve this. I want someone's help to solve this equation. Now this equation is linear equation, is not it? In frequency domain. So it will be S minus IL by L plus I minus.
Sir, it will be plus, sir. Actually, here you had written.
I have taken this
minus RL by L. There should be minus RL by L in the second term. The second step you had written.
This one? No, wait. Just see what I am writing here. Now tell me, is there anything wrong?
So in the second step where you took the Laplace transform, the first matrix, it will be minus RL upon L.
First matrix is minus RL.
No,
minus
just above the, before that, sir.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
You were telling mine. Oh, yes, previously it was minus also. From the, oh, thanks. Anything else? Are you understanding what I have done here? I have taken this particular section to the left side and have done the normal matrix subtraction.
Yes, sir.
So these two sections will not have any S because it is basically a unit matrix will be multiplied with the S. And then I have V in minus V0 by L and minus IL by C and D perturbation.
Is V in minus V or V in plus VO?
V in plus V. Now you have to solve this equation. How will solve it? I will get what I want in the ultimate equation is that this one. I want this one. One thing I have skipped here, I should have mentioned also that when I am doing this Laplace transform, here basically I should write S. All are basically in S domain.
Yes, sir. That's assumed.
Yeah. You tell me, what is that particular? Solve the equation. It's not that difficult. Do it. How we will know that?
So we have to write it down, sir.
Yeah. And please do who is doing the derivation part. I will write a small section who are not understanding what is space, state space calculations, all those things. I'm writing this thing for them. Let's say you have a certain number of variables is in this particular frame. So if you have this, if you can write your equation in these two particular frame. These are basically two matrix equations. So this S dot is basically different differential equations is written here. This A is the matrix what we have found here. This is A. This B is this one. And U is the input. Obviously, here the D perturbation is the input to the controller. To the converter. So in that part, I am successfully have arranged my equations in this particular format. Now, this Y is the output. What is the output here? Here, sorry. Here, output is the output voltage. So, I want output voltage as X. So, what is the X for me? here X is the matrix IL perturbation and V naught perturbation. Correct? So what you will get? What is C for you? C is 0,
0, 1.
1 into IL perturbation and V perturbation. Someone can ask that where from I got this 0, 1? This 0, 1 is not, I have not got from anywhere. My intention is to get output voltage perturbation. Due to that intention, I have arranged my, I have selected this P in particular way. 0, 1. If you put 0, 1, then only I can get V perturbation, V out perturbation. Then the left side and right side of the equation will be equal. That's why C is 0, 1. There is no procedure to have that particular C or anything. You have to find the C properly so that you can get your desired output. If I have to get the IL perturbation, that time the C would have been 1, 0. Okay. So now if I do the Laplace transform of this equation, what I will have? Sx equals to A plus Bu. Then if I put this thing here, then X will be what? Bu divided by S minus A inverse. From the matrix side also you can get the solution. In that case, this is the solution. Here S is the unit matrix. Or better I should write this thing in this one, not S. I should write S into I instead of S. Sorry. You know, I is unity matrix in this. Understood? So you can get S from this equation. You will put S here and then you will get V0 perturbation. Please do this and tell me immediately. It is not that difficult to do. It is 2 into 2 matrix. So how to get the inverse and what would be the equation of this one? Please tell. I will write. I'm not going to do.
It's a very long equation.
It's going to be.
It's a long equation.
1 minus d upon c.
1 minute. Tell. Minus
1 minus d upon c.
1 minus d upon c
Into Vn plus Vn naught upon L.
Vn.
Yes, sir.
What is Vn?
Vin.
Vin. Okay.
Vin. Yes, sir.
Vin. Vin
Plus V naught upon L.
plus V naught upon L. Okay.
Total सर ये पूरा एडिशन है Vn plus V naught divided by L.
Okay.
Minus IL upon C.
IL upon C.
In bracket S plus R by L.
S plus
small r by L.
small r by L.
In denominator S square plus S और ब्रैकेट में R by L.
Smaller.
Yes, sir. Small r by L. Plus 1 upon RC.
Plus upon 1 by RC.
Yes, sir. Bracket close.
Then
plus 1 upon LC. Bracket के बाद.
Plus 1 upon
LC.
LC.
In bracket. Small r by R. Small r upon capital R.
Capital F, then
1 minus
minus
1 minus d का whole square.
1 minus t whole square. This
Yes.
thing will be at the end
Yes.
bracket. Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for the calculation. That's why I was not doing. So this is the equation till now we got. So if I
Sir,
change,
sir, in the numerator, I think the signs will be opposite for the two terms.
last two terms,
No. It's written minus IL by C, right? For me,
minus L by C, yeah.
for me, it's getting plus IL by C. And in the first term, it's getting minus 1 minus D by C. So there
Okay.
it is plus for me.
You understood. You are doing plus and here you are getting minus.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have not went through the calculation. So if I go, then I will know. So you people decide what is the plus and what is minus. So any of the anything will be fine. But
The sign will be opposite because when we take inverse, we have to change the sign of the diagonals.
So you are asking that here I should put minus. Okay. Okay. According to my experience, here it should be minus. The first one was right because I think here also we will get right side 0.
Sir.
Yeah.
Because when we take inverse, I think Parimal forgot to take minus.
So here I am taking minus. You people decide and tell me that what should be minus or plus. But I think here boost converter have a right half 0, and that's why this S should be negative.
Yes, sir, it is.
So we have done up to here. So this equation, I want to reframe in this particular format. What is this? This is basically K1 is the gain into S divided by Z1 plus 1 divided by S square P1 square plus S divided by P into Q plus 1. I want the whole system to frame in this particular format. How we will do that? You multiply this thing with S and then take common of all of them, and then you will get something S by something plus 1. This something is basically Z1. And what you are getting common from that particular thing is the K1. And in the same way, you can do this. You have to write this particular left side equation in this particular format. So if you able to do this particular thing, and after that if you do the Bode plot of this one, then this is the gain plot. So in gain plot, what we will have? We will have a 0 somewhere. Here let's say we are having a 0, and somewhere we are having a pole. The pole is second order pole. Okay. So before that, before the 0, it is constant. So tell me how the Bode plot will look like. How the Bode plot will look like? It will come up to here, then it will go like this, and then it will come like here. Exactly. Understood? So here the slope will be plus 20 dB by 20 dB, and here the slope will be minus 20 dB. Understood? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Again,
Yes, so Z1 will occur first, right?
Z1? Yeah, Z1 occurs here.
Okay.
In this point. This is Z1. Z1, the unit is radian per second. Here also, this is P1, or I should here as I should say P1. The unit is same, radian per second. So understood? Hello?
So that the root of the equation is equal P1 and P2.
There is no P1, P2. This is P1 only. Root of the equation are P1 and P2, but it is A square. You will get plus and minus or something.
They are equal, right?
Yeah, they are equal. If you put S omega plane, this is omega and this is the real term. Then you will get this two pole here at the left hand side. And you will get a right hand zero somewhere here. Or no. Somewhere here I should say 0. Two imaginary pole will be there and one real 0 you will find from this equation, this transfer function. I should write this in this way. These are two imaginary pole and one real 0. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So now this is the transfer function of the.
So we have to set the 0 such that it comes before the both poles, right?
So that's what we have done. This is the pole, left side. Sorry, right side. And 0 is here. Now, obviously, yes, for the controller, we will do this thing. We will put 0 first and pole will come later. For the controller, this is not controller. This is the transfer function of the plant, or I should say converter. Now, controller will come in the picture. Now, what I want from the controller? I want that this controller, this plant, or the total. Okay, let's draw this thing first. It will again confusing. This is controller, then converter, then this output is coming, then error is developing from here. This is called error. What we were doing previously, the same thing, not changing it. Okay, this is the D. And this is better to write in this if you take only the perturbation section. So then you tell me, if we consider only this loop, then tell me what should be the transfer function. The transfer function of this plant and the controller will multiply with each other. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
We are doing PI controller. PI controller means we have this structure Kp plus Ki by S. So how it will look like? Kps plus Ki by S. So if you get the 0 from here, where we have the 0 for this controller, tell me how it will look like. A pole is there where the pole is there. What is the position of pole? Origin. And what is the position of 0?
Minus Ki by Kp.
Exactly. So here somewhere we will get a 0 and pole is there. So it will come like this. Then it will be parallel with this. This is the gain plot for controller. I should write GC. Okay. Are you people understanding? Now tell me, what is the phase plot now? What is the phase plot of upper one? Hmm? Can you tell me what is the phase plot of upper one? So
Initially, what should be the
initially it
initial
will be
value?
0. Initially it will be 0. Yeah.
Then there would be 45, like
Initially it will be 0. Then at the 0 crossing it should go positive
up
direction.
and 9.
Not it?
Yeah.
But
Yes,
it is right side 0. You can see S is negative. It is right side 0. So it will go negative to the 90 degree, not positive.
Yeah.
Okay. By next decade, it will touch minus 90. And then it will be on the minus 90. At this particular pole, suddenly it will step to
minus 270.
Minus 270. This is the phase plot of this particular Bode analysis. And you tell me, what is the phase of this one? What is the phase of this one?
It will be minus 90 from the start.
Yes.
And it will go to 0 at 0.
Minus 90 at here it is 0. So better it will start from here and it will touch to 0. So it is minus 90. This is 0. And after that continuously it will be 0. Now what exactly we have to do? We need these two in such a way so that the total 1 minute, I should put this thing in the middle. In such a way so that we will have a certain amount of phase margin. Phase margin means, now tell me, for this particular controller, what is the phase margin at this particular area? What is the phase margin here? Anyone?
90 degrees, sorry.
No,
minus
phase margin is 0. No, plus 90 degree, exactly. Sorry.
Plus 90, yes, sir. Yeah.
And here? Here?
Only for the controller?
Yeah, only for the controller.
There it will be
plus
180. 180.
For here?
It's 90 again.
Plus 90. And here?
Minus 90.
Minus 90. Now, what I want a positive phase margin when it is crossing the 0. When the total gain will cross the 0. When we multiply these two, then what will happen? That is what I am drawing now. We can see this gain is there. So if I multiply two log parameters, it will basically be plus. It will be added. It will come like this. It is added on it. And now it become the constant. But this one is going up. So this is the plot we have from the gain margin. From the gain plot. Now it tell me what is the phase plot should look like. If you add these two phase, what will happen? For first time it will be 0 because this is 90, this is 0, minus 9. Sorry.
Minus 9.
But so it will start with minus 9. Then Then at
it will again be 0. Sorry, we are overlapping those zeros now.
So at this point, what happened? It is going to 0. It is coming to
Minus
90
90.
degrees. Again minus 90. So at this point, what will happen? It will go to suddenly 270. Is not it? Minus 270. This is
Yes.
minus 90. So where is the crossover? Here. At crossover, we are having phase margin minus 90. So my system is unstable. You can remember from your control theory course in BTech, the phase margin should be always positive to have the stable condition. Now tell me, where should I put this 0? Where should I put this 0? So the system will be stable. And how this gain, here we have a gain. If we do this thing, we have Ki and S divided by Ki by Kp plus 1. This Ki is the gain. So if you increase Ki, gain will increase or decrease. So where should I do the crossover? Obviously, we have to do the crossover before that, not after that. If you do crossover after this pole, obviously it will go to minus 270. Okay. So I will do this thing now. I will do crossover very early, and then this thing will happen. Now tell me, what is the phase margin now for this one?
Plus 90.
Here. Plus 90. That is huge phase margin. But what I have to take care, this should not again touch this particular thing. When it is going up, it should not touch. That thing we have to take care. But fine, here it is not happening. Those things will be there in advanced stages. But at least here we can have a 90-degree phase margin. So the system is properly stable. So by changing only Ki here, you can see only changing Ki. We are not doing anything. Only changing Ki, this particular term, we made the system from unstable to stable. So your Ki and Kp value is that much important, and you should take care about them. Understood? So this is all about the controller design. Obviously, it is not design; it is just a theory. You have to design with respect to
So
your
system. Just to clarify, we actually reduced the value of Ki here, right?
Yeah. I have reduced.
Okay.
I have reduced here. Ki I have reduced. That's why the gain, this overall gain reduced. The overall system actually reduced. I have not changed any position of the pole or 0. Only I have changed the gain. So its structure is also looking like same.
And sir, with the PI control, actually we couldn't really shift the poles here, right?
PI controller should not.
Like we cannot actually change the poles.
Poles, yes. There is no pole for you. For PI controller, where is the pole? Only a 0 is there.
0
pole
is there,
yeah. Automatically it will come. There is no control of pole.
Yeah.
Only the 0 you can control where to place. But for this particular structure, if you see, wherever you put the 0, it is not going to increase more than minus 90. This is the point on which you can't go. It will degrade again. So better to slow the system as much as possible. Why I am telling slow? Because here the system has crossover is here. Crossover is here means the settling time will be very slow. The frequency, this is basically the frequency axis. This is the gain axis. So if the crossover frequency is very low means your settling time is going to be very low. Settling time will be what? 3 times of the 1 by crossover frequency. Those are the basic control concept. You can get all those things in control book. Okay. Any question or doubt? So these are the overall mathematics we have done today. So if you have to do the same thing for boost and buck for the controlling of output voltage and current. This is the theoretical analysis part. And accordingly, you design your controller. Without doing this thing, you can't design your controller. This is the basic thing that you have to do to design the controller. If you don't want to design, you just go through like just putting one Ki or Kp value or anything, any value that is working with some other senior or someone, you can use that value. Obviously, your system will work, but you will never know why the system is working and which condition the system will not work. You can see just changing the Ki value, the system becomes stable from unstable condition. So for by mistake, if you put Ki for a certain value which is not going to stable, system will be unstable.
So, sir.
Yes. Yes.
So, as we have taken in this buck boost converter, the output voltage as output and the X are the same, but the input are vary. So, in our case, the buck 1 and buck 2. So, for this buck 1 and buck 2, the input are different, right?
Input are same for boost 1 and boost 2. Input are 200 volt.
In case no, I'm talking about the state variable input what we have taken, I guess.
Yes, state variable input. Yes. For your case,
so in case
the inductor will be input side.
In case of boost 1, the output we have to taken as a output and the delta, whatever the delta, we have to taken as an input variable. And in case of boost 2, the input current and the delta should be taken as an input variable, right?
Exactly. So here what we have derived that V0 perturbation divided by D perturbation. For boost converter, what you have to do? Boost 1, you have to derive V0 perturbation by D perturbation. For boost 2, you have to derive IL perturbation by D perturbation.
Yes. Then only we can solve the. Yes.
Then only you can solve. Any other question? Thank you for attending the session. Okay, bye.